Okay, I've got a few rainbows, so some more recording. Here we go. I'm still back in summer. This is 8/24/2010, the first journal of the day. Mayan day is 12, dog. It's an intriguing title, Not Going Down the Rabbit Hole. Creating space in your life. Good morning, life. Oh, it is so good to be and to be alive in this form on this earth. Such a blessing. It's amazing. With our sun ascending and taking all of us, the whole solar system, as his greater body along with him, including us. Wow, what a state to be in. What a place, what a time, what a now. We are so blessed. When the travails of the day hit us, let us have settled well into this blessingness, this blessedness, so that it sustains us and doesn't let us go down the rabbit hole, down that tube into further or deeper identification with form. Let us be blessed and in the awareness of it, so it is magnified all over the earth and beyond. Blessing is. That's a pretty simple way to say it. Blessing is. It's not that there's a someone either up there or anywhere doing some blessing. And actually, it's not like there's a someone down here or anywhere receiving or amplifying that blessing. Blessing just is. There are no people, no things to receive it. All is one. Blessing just is. I first encountered that idea that there are no people and there is no such thing as a person from reading Nisargadatta in I Am That, the wonderful, wonderful book collection of his conversations with seekers after light. Beautiful short talks these are, collected together in this rather large book. I don't even know if they're in chronological order or not, but it doesn't matter a bit. That's too linear. Thus, you can pick it up and read it any section at supposedly random. Why supposed? Well, if there's no coincidence, then neither is there random. That's just a convenient myth for the scientists and those of that ilk. Not so convenient really in the long run, because if they'd base their work on something that's a falsehood, well, that's not so good for their conclusions, is it? Oh well, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Let us back off a few steps and cease taking things, all things, so very seriously, including the self. We forget to be in joy when we do this. We lose the greater self. Let's step back into that, into heart. Let's look from there and see if we can't bring some space, some fresh, breathing space into the life. What else besides joy we keep forgetting is this. It is what it is. All our calculations, our suppositions, experiments, and the like, they are interesting from certain perspectives. They are even useful, and that's nice. Nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is step back from them a bit. Give yourself room to breathe, room to just be. You're too cramped the more you identify with these things. You're far too great for that in your greater being. They can never contain you, but you go down in there anyway. We all do. No room, no space, so we get cramped. Then we strike out in our discomfort. No need for all of that. Let's bring more space into your life, into all lives. Though the only one we're in charge of is our own. Let's not forget that either. You know, I think, if you look at it, how very much of our sadness and difficulty lies in controlling, in manipulating each other, as if we've the right. Well, we don't. So let's go that way. Right there, a tremendous breath of fresh air has entered the life. Be in heart with this. Do you see, do you follow how this is happening? If you can let go of placing expectations on anyone, on any situation, that's a big victory right there. The thing is, it doesn't do any good to be expecting certain things anyway. We've no right to do this, so it doesn't turn out well. That, plus, it makes the others around us uncomfortable. We seek to love and be loved, only it's really control we seek to exert. With your truthful eyes, eyes of heart, this can be seen. The clear way to have space in our life is to give it to others. It just works that way. There's no morality here to following some scripture or the like. Remember, Jesus never read one word of the New Testament. His life came first. The scripture came after. We forget that, don't we? We think Christ was a Christian and forget that he was a Jew. Interesting how mixed up we get while feeling so right about things. Well, that's the mind doing that. You can leave it behind on your trek into heart if you like. Just walk away from it. No need to stay there. Your perfect self still exists, but you won't find it either with or in mind. Go within. How ancient is that recommendation? To continue. So, if we are a sovereign being, then of course it must follow that everyone else is too, right? That being the case, then each one has the full right and authority to run and rule their own life. Okay then, whose life are you seeking to control in any way? Look to that. Let's be willing to at least see the many ways we manipulate others. Let's admit it. Remember, it just is what it is. Hiding from it, pretending it's not there, is not a good, useful strategy. Just be willing to see. That's all. To just see. And I'll step out a minute here and say, anytime you're finding it too hard to see something in yourself and maybe you're getting too upset or your focus isn't clear or you're just not doing well with it, you can see things better in others. It's less threatening, but we can look to others. Don't say anything to them. You know, you're not trying to do anything here except learn to look and see and identify this, how it works. And if it's not working on yourself, you can look at it in your brothers. Just don't be trying to fix them, okay? Seeing is changing, remember. There's no doing here, no doing involved at all. This is just the seeing of things. The rest takes care of itself. Yes, this is like magic. I realize that. So what? Just come on for the ride. Check it out for yourself. See if simply seeing will bring about deep change in your life. We've been going at things the wrong way, you see. We've been trying to change things in the self by changing them in the mirror, on the surface, the out there of life. Well, that doesn't work. Haven't we seen enough of that to realize this? To at least be open to the possibilities here? Come on, open up. Give this a shot. What you're doing there really is giving your inner self the right to just be. In the inner self resides, abides perfection and purity. and that's always there. We don't have to do anything for or about that. It just is. Then, by allowing others the right to rule their own domains, their own kingdom, their own life, thus do we enter more closely within inner self, the perfection of that one. Inner self, in her perfection, gives everyone else the right to just be. She doesn't seek to interfere in their life. Thus, we move more into consonance with this, and we sense it. Not able to verbalize likely, but we sense it. Okay, so we got more space by allowing others the full right to be, to rule their life, to live as they please. Now their freedom ends where your nose begins, and vice versa. Their life is their right to rule, as is yours. This is, or can be, called coming into consonance with truth. It feels good to the self. Self's native goodness can shine better this way. Do you see? Do you feel? Stay within heart. Okay, now we've gained quite a bit of space, of breathing space ourself, by letting the others rule their own lives. Then, what next? What indeed? What do you think? What do you feel? What feels right to you here? It would probably be good to stop here to let you simmer and percolate in your new freedom to breathe, to spread your wings a good bit, to just be free. This is what freedom feels like, my friends. Stay in heart with this. Mind can't go there, though it will try, and it will try to imitate heart. Until your mind has been trained, please stay on alert for its tricks. Just don't trust your thoughts, that's all. Pretty simple, you see? Don't make complex the things that are simple. The great light, the great truth, that's always simple somehow. Have you sensed this? Have you noticed it? Remember, seeing is healing. Seeing itself is the doing. Seeing is important. Put those heart eyes on and practice seeing. You'll be pleasantly amazed. One last reminder, no doing is called for here. It is not necessary to change anything about the self. Yes, that means even if you are tremendously controlling of everyone and everything around you. Give heart a chance, okay? Don't think you can change things anyway. You can't. Sorry, but that's just the way that is. It just doesn't help to medicate the pimple on the frickin' mirror. Stay within. That's the real you. The rest is just reflection of your insides out there. The ongoing work is within, and right now it's seeing. Only that, so be still. Hush. Be quiet. Just watch. Thank you.